What's up, everybody? It's Julian. Today I'm super excited to be showing you how to do minimal techno like Studio One. This stuff sounds crazy. There's nothing else like it, and I'm going to be bringing you the only tutorial on YouTube on how to do it. To go along this video, you can get that full template that you just heard that's playing right now. It's available at the top of the description on my website. Definitely make sure to go grab that. It's the best way to take your minimal techno production to the next level today. Thank you so much for the support, everybody, and let's get started. Alright, so first thing that we got up here would be the drums. Now you'll notice I'm including the bass as part of the drums. I think part of this minimal stuff is like, first of all, the kick and bass are one instrument. Like that's one thing, but also the drums, really you gotta consider the bass as part of that. Now the way I made the bass here is actually very interesting. What I did is I've taken a snare. It's playing that melody, right? I'll show you the MIDI. Just a bit of call and then response, right? Very simple. And the music there, when you're doing these deep, low-tuned drum sounds, you can kind of get away with just playing around with different notes and not having it be so musical, right? But then what I'm doing is I'm low-passing that. And we even have a little bit of a subcut at the end to get rid of the real, like, deep frequencies that would mess things up. And then it just creates this nice little push and pull bass line. Put that with the kick. And there you go. Now here's the kick. And I'm showing you this to show you, like, it really is sample selection with these drums, especially like when I show you all of these, like. If you want these kind of little micro grooves like this, you have to use little micro sounds. It sounds simple, but I think if you were to get like a usual 909 kick or something that was engineered to be this really huge thing and then try to bring it down to this, it's going to be a little bit tough. You really want to just start with something like this. It's very soft. And when I say soft, I don't mean weak, right? There's a difference between like a soft kick like this that can still punch through the mix and then just a weak kick. You don't want that. You want something that still has a bit of low end to it like this, you know. It's still pretty punchy. It's just a bit softer. We got this hi-hat. Same deal, just like a bit more of a soft sound. This shaker, which I've shortened, and then I even took the amplitude envelope and made it even shorter. So it kind of sits behind that hi-hat a little bit better. And this little tiny clap too that goes with the kick well. Like those two sit. And then we actually have this live loop as well, like some bongos or whatever, but I've high passed it a lot. I've auto panned it so it bounces off of the kick, and it's very quiet. See, it's just that tiny little bit of groove in the background, but it adds something important. And when I was listening to these tracks, they do have something like this. It's just not going to be like right up front like that. That sounds cool, but if you're trying to get the authentic Studio One sound, just keep it pretty quiet in the background. We've also got these little hi-hats. So what I'm doing here actually is it's two hi-hats, which you can hear kind of have some pitches to them, right? And then I got this going through a bit of delay. And then this low pass filter, which you can see has an LFO, it's doing 1/6 notes, and you can hear that's moving around. And it's working with the delay to kind of give this a groove. And then there's just a little high pass at the end. Yeah, you can hear how that kind of fits in there. So then we've got this little closed hi-hat. And so all this is just two old drum machine sounds. But you can hear they create a nice groove, just that. Right, it's sort of just like adding a really repetitive groove that works really well every time. This is kind of like a bonus layer. You can use this or not. I had it in here, but you don't have to. I didn't obviously use it in the intro. So what we got is it's just operator playing two notes an octave apart, C, You know, just some FM stuff with some super detuned sine waves. Nice punchy envelope on the filter, delay, and then just a little bit of reverb, just a little metallic sound. We have this little chord, which again, it's about these like things that just constantly repeat over and over. Like you hear how much groove is happening just between those two elements, even if they're very simple on their own. And then we also have this little percussion. So I basically reversed some percussion. It sounds like this on its own. I got this little corpus down here with an LFO, you can see, some overdrive, which brings that out, and then a high pass filter. And that's just something that pops in and out of the track every now and then. And there we are. Alright, so as you can see, you know, the style is cool. It really comes down to sample selection to make these crazy beats that just sound like nothing else. It's the sounds you start with, and then a little bit processing, and then you can build these types of tracks. But I think if you try to take normal sounds and do this stuff, yeah, you're going to be pretty lost as to how they did it. So that's me for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe, and let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, you can get this full project file, samples, MIDI, presets, the entire template from this video. It's available at the top of the description on my website. Thank you so much for the support, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.